Cranston, you look so funny from that angle. We call that the blowjob angle.
Are you receiving my transmission?
Yeah, no, we're receiving your transmission loud and clear. Do you receive our transmission?
Wait, who are you guys again?
You're really not good at this whole Zoom thing, huh? You're really not punchy. Eli, what's going on, my brother man?
How's it going? So aside from, I have told some of the people in the chat that they're going to notice something different. I wonder if all of you there.
What might that be? What might be something different? Hang on.
Well,
go
aside
ahead.
from
Tell us.
myself hearing me twice, which
how do we get
you guys
that
don't
video?
have to worry about that. We had a little scare over at Stuck Studios, and as a result,
we're all quivering in our boots.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know, frankly, me, I am the purest of us all, and I cannot dirty myself with those lackeys that have suffered from the COVID. Only the dirty and filthy get COVID, and well, Josh, take it away.
Only the good die young. So I'm not going anywhere for a while. We don't even know if it's COVID. Like honestly, Kimmy does sound like when she got COVID, just almost around this time, less than a year ago. But so, in all honesty,
leave it to a woman.
Well, hold your horses there, Buckaroo. Because thinking back on it, and I don't know how this slipped my memory, but in all honesty, maybe Friday, Saturday, I went to get my oil changed, and I went to this. It was a Michelin, or it was a Jiffy Lube, but at first I called the place on the phone, 954 number, Saturday morning. I'm like, hey, looking to get my oil changed. They're like, yeah, no problem. I was like, how long's the wait? You're like, if you get here right now, it'll be pretty quickly. I get there, I leave right away. I get there. There's this guy behind the counter, and he's going like this. Hey, what's up, man? Can I help? Hey, what's up, man? Can I help? And just like, why are you working, man? Like, there's like a virus going around. Like, there's like a whole pandemic. You know what I mean? But so not only was he coughing a lot, but he proceeded to tell me that 954 number goes straight to the New York main branch, and he's like, it's a 2 to 3 hour wait. I'm like, no, all about this visit sucks. Not only does your service suck, but more than likely, I'm going to get sick in a few days because you suck, like you yourself suck. And I think I'm not a rocket scientist. I follow the science, but I don't make my own assumptions because I myself am not a scientist. But I think he got me sick. I think he got me sick. And I think it's a good old cold. I don't think it's the flu. I think it's just the sniffles. I think everything's going to be just fine.
So you got an STD, and you're saying I got to get tested.
I don't know. Maybe our signal's bad. I said everything's going to be just fine.
It might be syphilis. Okay.
Nope. Yeah, there's definitely a problem with the video and the audio. Cranston, your blowjob, your blowjob angle is killing me.
Yeah, I feel like low key, Cranston. I feel like I know you in a whole other way that I never wanted to.
Low key, we need your higher key right now. Seriously, you're a little too low. You know what I'm saying? This does feel like last time when actual COVID happened and we started to have to do the Zoom dealios. But Kimmy got what? Go ahead. We discovered that
when I speak twice because there's an echo in my headphones.
Yeah, I know. So. We're figuring that this wasn't planned. This was just kind of thrown together last minute.
You're gonna say something about that woman?
No, she did get the COVID tests. We are just awaiting the results because we didn't get the quick one. You know what I mean?
Oh, you un-American.
Because we don't trust the quick one. The quick one's been a liar.
Oh yeah, the PCR. That's right. So okay.
But dude, anyway, if I got COVID twice and this is how it affected me, dude, I am fucking Gucci, my friend. Like all it does is it's like Like, oh man, you got me for a second.
If this is in fact the case, and you do have COVID for a second time, I'm going to personally contact Dr. Fauci or all those people in that whole, vaccine group and make them make a serum out of your blood.
Don't get me started on Fauci. And there's a old video clip from him like back in the 90s going around talking about how you don't force people to take something and make them feel all like, otherworldly and second class. And then there's another article by Bloomberg that came out and said it's pro-vaccine, but it comes out and it blatantly says that vaccinated people and unvaccinated people spread COVID just the same. Vaccinated people have a better chance of dealing with COVID, but here, I'm going to pull it up. I know we got a lot of fans of our that love our COVID chatter, but this is legit.
It's all good, and to be honest, they're following with us, man. We're good.
I gotta scroll through. Just give me a second. Buy me some time here.
And when it hits this close to home, I think it would be impossible, or at least disingenuous, to not talk about the elephant in the room. Like, we, for one, didn't do a Monday show, which is a big deal to all of us.
It is a big deal.
As a result, here we are tonight doing the best we can. And I have to hear my voice every time. Just imagine this. I swear this will be the last time I bitch about it, my friends, all of you beautiful people in the chat. Every time I speak, I hear my entire sentence again. It just makes me want to, do a little something crazy.
I know I'm almost there. I was trying to.
Ooh, can I brandish my firearm?
No, I mean, unless you're gonna shoot your
Can I say
assistant.
it's a toy? Would we get canceled?
Can you deploy your firearm?
Really
Here we go. I got the article. Cranston, I'm going to have to kind of cover your vibe for a second, your low-angled vibe, if that's okay. Do you mind if I cover you? Okay, bye for a second. Sorry.
I'm going to miss blowjob Cranston.
Yeah, BJ Cranston was a fantastic point of view. Fantastic point. Cranston, we can still hear you, though, so you can still talk and shit, so you're good to go. You're Gucci on that.
I'm pretty sure if you can't...
Who's that? Who's saying that? I don't know who that is because I can't see it. No, I'm joking. Go ahead, Cranston.
I'm pretty sure, like, if you can't see me, then you can't hear me.
That's
like,
what's up. No, that's how video works. You're correct.
It's literal physics.
Works. You can't see me, you can't hear me.
A year long. Okay, this is the longest one we've done.
An ear long.
It's an ear-long study. We haven't got quite there to nose long or lip girth yet, but once we get to a lip girth long study, we'll be good to go. Year-long study says vaccinated people also spread the Delta variant. It just blows this whole idea that it's a pandemic of the unvaccinated and this article literally says you get vaccinated for yourself. You don't get vaccinated for other people. Like this whole time, there's been a vibe, a narrative being pushed. You got to get vaccinated to protect others. No, it's not to protect others. If at least what this study is saying, you're going to just mainly protect yourself, which is what it should be. But like we watched Noam Chomsky the other day just say some horrible shit about this two-tiered people system of vaccinated and unvaccinated because, vaccinated, unvaccinated people are spreading it like wildfire when this year-long study comes out and says completely otherwise. Cranston, you may arise from the dead, sir, as you were. Cranston, as you were. There he is.
I'm back.
Oh, shit. He's like the Undertaker, but...
I'm gonna go get my not real gun real quick.
Why is he always so compelled to get his firearm?
What?
Cranston, can you answer that? You're gonna get your firearm now?
Yeah, well, why not? That's what we're doing.
Why don't we just all leave the camera and just get our guns and we'll come back at,
Stuck on
I'm like the prop guy in the interview.
Did you get your gun but come back with no gun? If you're gonna get your gun, if you're gonna talk about getting your gun, you come back empty-handed. We're having no fun with this no gun.
Baldwin over here and shit.
We're good, right? I can do the thing.
I don't know what you're gonna do, man. So I'm not gonna condone it. What are you
The
doing?
thing that goes in here. I can just,
This is
like, play with
why
the toy.
Alec Baldwin killed somebody. You understand? Gun negligence. I remember my family taught me, like, even when it was a toy gun, you don't point it at anybody. You never point it at anybody.
All
And
right.
this douchebag
Hello, Jamie,
was
Indy,
like,
Patty, Christina, Unspecified V, Rescue, Bert.
You always treat
What
it
is
like
he-
it's low.
what is he doing? Why are you doing that?
Like it's loaded, bro. You gotta treat it like it's. Oh, I lost my hollow point, bro. Don't mind me. I'm just being zany. It's a part of my personality.
I feel this
I'm
comment.
bipolar.
I feel your comment is a bigger version of what you want to say about the whole COVID story. Is you really just want to shoot COVID and get it over with. You want to put COVID down, right? Am I
Dude, we're
wrong?
Now
going
he
to get
gets me.
guns. I go get mine then.
Go get your Go get your gun. Go get it if you want to get it. Let's see what you got. Since we're gonna sit here and talk about guns, I can't get. Should I go get mine?
Yeah,
Hey,
let's make it a fucking.
Where does your dad hide his
Mexican standoff.
guns?
I can hear my dog barking.
They're
He
gonna
knows the
play
sound
this
of a
video
gun.
before we go on a murder suicide at the local library.
You weren't supposed to talk about no shit. Don't worry, FBI guys. It's a toy.
You're taking our nation and you're destroying it. And we're gonna go.
Josh,
kill
I have
everybody
been
there.
waiting 2 years to at least brandish this on the show, and I'm proud that it took this long. I just can't find that bullet I just chambered out.
I'm very confused. I feel like the audience is very
Bitch.
confused as to why.
Oh yeah, I saw Christina go, "Oh my God, boys and their toys."
Yeah.
Unspecified, I think, is very alarmed about me.
Can
Eli?
Can I?
Careful, man.
Up. Crance's got okay. And then after Crance's gun, I got the old Fauci video. If we want to watch it real quick, we gotta.
That's sexy, Cranston.
Cranston, let's see what you
That's
got
sexy.
there. Can you
my
put it
panties
up in
wet.
like full view, like maybe diagonal if you have to get the whole not the phone, there you go. You got the light right behind you. The right should
Is this
the light actually
is
should
this
be
true?
facing
If you
you. Look
show
at
a
that.
gun,
Look at that bad
the
boy.
stream will get axed.
Well, we're about to find out, boys. And it would just get cut off. Fantastic. Here's my gun. It's a Coke gun.
Oh,
Yeah, careful. I'll shoot you with no sugar.
We could pretend
Listen.
none of this happened.
I want to play this because this just kind of came about, and since we're kind of talking about COVID and we brought up the liar Anthony Fauci, I'm just kind of repeating talking points. But seriously, this is great. Check this out. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, what?" I'm gonna bring
Okay.
this over. You know, we got nothing prepared here. We're just pulling this as we go. I gotta hide Cranston again. Cranston, you're going bye-bye again.
Just temporarily, sir.
Hold on to the. Oh, I gotta hide that. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this works. Up, and I don't have it.
News heavily in the news here in this country, and it seemed to me that the disease itself became highly political. It was not treated as other sexually transmitted diseases such as syphilis, for example, in which people had to take blood tests before marriage so that the syphilis disease would not be spread. I would like to know how we can control the behavior of people in foreign countries when we can't control the behavior in our own country.
Yeah, I think you used an important word that really illustrates the difficulty of the problem. You can't control people's behavior, but what you can do is you can educate and you can try to modify behavior. Our experience tells us very clearly.
Oh,
Build a fly WordPress website in minutes.
what the fuck?
It's easy
Exactly
with
what I was
Bluehost.
hoping for.
Hang on, I gotta mute you.
That the only way that
There we
you can
go.
do that effectively is to create an environment in which you don't force people who are the subjects or the targets of your education and behavioral modification. If you force them underground, if you make your education in an environment of oppressiveness, you're not going to get to the people that you need to get to. You've got to create a situation where people understand that they're not going to be stigmatized, that they're not going to lose their human rights when they find out that they're infected, that you're going to do something to help them. You see more and more people coming in, getting the education, and ultimately modifying their behavior. We have already seen that in spades in this country, and that's the environment that we are suggesting to our colleagues overseas to do.
So you can already see the whole vibe of Fauci is completely different than what he used to be like. Before, he was like, yo, you can't just mandate things and make people feel, you know, different than. You got to educate. And like right now, it's just like, no, you can't go out and do anything unless you get your vaccine. You're a piece of shit unless you get vaccinated, okay? There's no such thing as natural immunities, okay? That's it. There's nothing.
Well, this is why I double down on.
As I sit here with COVID for a second time.
Yeah, I'm saying. That aside, I'm very curious regarding the beginning of that audio.
If this is COVID the second time, yeah, you did. He's a fucking rat. No, I'm joking. I don't care. Maybe he did. I don't know.
No, I swear, before he was speaking, right after the gentleman asked his question, I heard like a.
Well,
and it came from his throat.
I have your dick up my ass as I'm talking about this right now. If you don't mind popping it out. Oh, thank you. It feels a lot better now. I can keep talking.
Would you indulge me and go back to the very beginning?
Yes. Yeah, let's go back.
I want to hear it if it was true. If what I heard was true.
Let me see. Cranston, I got to take you off again real quick there, buddy.
Because in some of the developing nations that
AIDS, I remember when it first got in the news, heavily in the news here.
How far back?
And it seemed to me that the disease itself
right when
became
Fauci's about to
political.
speak.
It was not treated as
when the question is over.
Transmitted diseases such as syphilis, for example, in which people had to take blood tests before marriage so that the syphilis disease would not be spread. I would like to know
control people in the country, blah blah blah.
We can control the behavior of people.
You can't control people. That's ridiculous.
We can't control the behavior in our own country.
Here it is.
Yeah, I think you used an important word
Okay, I'm sorry.
Were you just hearing shit? Should I keep playing?
Probably. No,
Cranston,
fuck it, but I just heard him go like,
Zoom.
I think he was shedding his lizard-like skin before he became Mark Zuckerberg in his final form.
Yeah, did you see Zoom was like, yo, you're running out of time. This is so last minute thrown together. We got 10 minutes left with Cranston now.
Did you see Mark Zuckerberg's little fucking Meta Facebook video, whatever?
No, I didn't.
It spawned the meme of the barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's where that picture's from. Yeah, there's that meme going around with him and like he's like talking what appears to be like maybe in his bedroom, but on his bookcase behind him, there's a Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce like on the bookshelf. You're like, that's a weird place for that, maybe.
That's
not a reasonable place to park my barbecue sauce. Damn it, Cranston, we did the same thing.
Let me see if I can find
it. You owe me a soda pop, jinx.
Let's see, Mark Zuckerberg.
And I hear that and I don't know if this is true, but I've seen everybody saying it is. You know how that goes. Did he say if you die in the metaverse, you die in real life? Or am I fucking...
Yeah. That's what he said.
He did?
Yeah.
There's the, let's see, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, he's like in his little, he's in his little, whatever his little Facebook play area house is. And he's got barbecue sauce. I am willing to bet there is some more places that have barbecue sauce, you know, just like strewn about, like, you know, like his premises and or Facebook. Cause like, you never know when the Zuck's gonna need that little hit of barbecue sauce to keep him going, you know. Where is the barbecue?
And by the way,
that's the only time he's ever animated. You know, he's usually like...
By multiple sources. Sorry. I'm doing my best, Josh. Please continue.
No, you go.
it is hard with hearing myself twice. But everybody has confirmed and clarified that, yes, this motherfucker did say if you die in the metaverse, which is the new Facebook, you die in real life. I can't believe it.
I like it was probably he was being cheeky. You know, Mark Zuckerberg likes to be cheeky. You know, because he looks like a douche. I don't know.
He does look like a humanoid, like something that was not once human.
I would love to know why, like, the whole name change was news anyways. Like, yeah, okay, they're changed. Like, what's the big deal? Why is it, you know, there's so much more interesting shit going on. Like, I was singing Island Boys for fucking a whole weekend because the Island Boys, you know, like, there's so much more stuff going on. I'm not playing that right now, mind you. We can play that maybe when we're in studio.
Josh, did I hear you correctly? Did you say you were sipping on to Island Boys?
I was listening to the latest jam by Island Boys. Island Boys. Oh, shit's good, dude.
I thought you were giving an OD to like Epstein Island, and you were like sipping on Island Boys.
No, I was just comparing that there's better news out there than Zuckerberg changing the name.
Whatever happened to Ghislaine?
Dude, fuck if I know. Do you care?
Fucking buried.
Buried?
Buried by the bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I'm going to look it up on my own, but that's one of the things that I've not forgotten and will not forget. I want to see that to its end. What I have been watching, also current events-wise, is some of the Rittenhouse trial.
Island Boys. Yeah, I mean, dude, the Rittenhouse trial has actually been quite entertaining to watch thus far. I don't know if you've seen any of the prosecution, but literally, when the prosecution was done, the defense gets up and they're like, yeah, what they said straight up. Yeah, no, that's they summed it up perfectly. So, yeah, we rest our case. That's exactly it. Like, they gave away so much odd information. They brought up Rosenbaum being just let go of the hospital, and as soon as you do that, you can open up the defense to explain maybe why he was coming from the hospital. Even the judge brought that part up. Like, I was really interested to hear even bring up that he was let out of the hospital because they could easily bring up why. You know, you brought that into and the judge has been cool as shit thus far, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, has been very fair, very like no BS. Like, really laughed at them when the prosecutor said, "Listen, we're not talking about anything crazy. We're talking about a little arson. We're talking about a little," and the judge was like, "A little arson? What? Are you joking me?" He's kind of like trying to minimize it, like, oh, you know, it's okay for them to burn over there, but over here, it's, you know, it's just fine and dandy.
Was that not in the preliminary?
That was in, yeah, that was before opening statements. Opening statements
before
was
the
today.
jury selection, I believe.
That I only saw the clip of because I don't know where anything else before this was actually televised.
You know what I really think I'd like to do, and I'd like a consensual blessing here. If I have the opportunity and I have some obscure days, like very rare days off, I'd like to go live with the Rittenhouse trial and fucking just do some commentary.
Yeah, if it's happening in the afternoon and you got some time off, it's been really
like
good.
Thursday
yeah,
or Friday.
Yeah, fuck whatever. Yeah. I would, dude. I would join you, but you know what? If you do it on Facebook. If you go live on Facebook, a little plug to our Facebook, we can add people to the room, so I can hop on via Facebook just with my phone and see what you're watching and shit like that once you create it. So that might be something fun to fuck with. But regardless,
and I appreciate.
Regardless, I say do it. You know, like if you get me or not.
I think they gave me Friday off because of how they fucked me last week. If there's something on, I will run with it. And I want to thank and double down on Unspecified V. You're always a champ. I also added you as a mod.
I love the Unspecified V. Love the rest.
I remember Unspecified came in here during a raid. We could use another raid, by the way. But thank you for always letting people know to smash those likes and share. I know this is an unconventional episode, but this is the drive that we have to put our content out there. We enjoy it, and we enjoy you all.
And to be truthfully honest, we could have done better with this if it was a little more prepared.
But
Listen,
literally, like, I just got out
prep
of work.
sheet always helps. Exactly. I may or may not have COVID.
Right. So,
Such an
if
excuse.
that
It's really an
risk wasn't
excuse.
there-
Like I could have easily done a prep sheet, but I was like, I could be sick. I don't want to do anything. I'm sick.
That's what I heard. That's the little voice. It was you. You were the one squeaking before Vouchy was talking. That's what I heard,
Yeah.
like Prince in the background going,
I'm the artist formerly known as Sick.
So how's Cranston doing today?
It's doing.
Cranston just looks like no offense, with all due respect. See, when I say that, that means you can't take offense. You look like a creeper watching like somebody through their window. You have that face where you're kind of half smirking, like, yeah, take it off. Yeah, that's good. That's real good.
That's the face that belongs behind a peeping hole or a glory hole or something.
Belongs behind an outside window. To your daughter's bedroom.
I know he'll appreciate this if he watches. We kicked him out because he's a schmuck and he creeped on our women. That guy, David, I won't give his last name, he totally stuck his dick in a glory hole, and his brother was the receiver.
Yeah, I wish,
Michael Jackson and shit.
I think before you kick people out like that, we got to put them on like a trial, like have like their own comment, like have like their own post where they're put on trial, because I'd like to kind of get filled in on some of this stuff, because sometimes, one of them just says something personal towards like one of the hosts. Eli.
So this one, okay, I know who you're referring to here, but this guy, he's been poking and prodding for a while, which is all well and good and fine. He blocked me to evade getting any consequences, and multiple women had to make posts about him creeping and harassing them.
That's crazy.
And I gave this man like 8 tries.
He's a crackhead from Davie, man. That dude.
Facebook is fucking our group over because I haven't seen people complaining about the crackhead much, when before, anytime somebody would post, I'd get like a notification. Now Facebook's like, yo, your shit's too spicy, so fuck you, bitch. Welcome to the metaverse.
Honestly,
your shit's dead.
You might disagree with me here, Josh, but I think we should have never gone private, even though I know that comes with risk.
Yeah, but I think it's more of like we're that Cranston's gone. I feel like it's
Zoom thing.
I feel like it's more of a sorry, Cranston. I feel like it's more of an issue with what we're talking about. The Zoom just fucked me over.
Well, I was referring to the scumbag fucker that blocked me.
Yeah. I think it separates trolls.
Ever block an admin.
It separates trolls. Yeah. It can, because it doesn't take anything to request to join a group, and like the whole point of it in the beginning, at the very least, was like, we're talking about stuff that we don't want to have on our normal timeline when it comes to politics. And if it's an open group like that, just as people have already did, they can share stuff from the page on their public pages. With like, someone can share something I post, and, it'll say Joshua Borsick posts this from Stuck in the, Voice of the People. So it's like, fuck.
I think we discussed once an idea of having like a preliminary Stuck in the Middle group, the one before you get into the official group one. But
there could be two
I might
like
actually
that.
go ahead and move forward and make a public one.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like something a little more public, and then if you want to get a little more raunchy, you get into that. Where's fucking goddamn?
I want to just absolutely give the props to the people that have showed up and stayed. It gives me just, all those. We had an old term back in the day, Josh, because you had a little faux pas with your English. Eye smiles. You remember that one?
Eye smiles. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, dude, your memory is fucked.
Yeah.
You
totally
one
is.
time, some conversation, and I think we were thanking the people watching, and you said like, it makes my eyes smile. It gives me the eye smiles or some shit, and I never let it go.
The eye smiles. That sounds like I was talking about something stupid. Gives me the
Well,
eyes
now that gives me all the
smiles.
more reason to dig.
Yeah, now you
Yeah,
gotta find it.
it was another way of describing the Asian population. Ooh, careful there.
That was fucked, really.
Their
We
eyes are
gotta.
like, oh, are they smiling? Yeah, their eyes are smiling.
I just sent
Now,
Cranston back
shit.
the link, so
The
he
link?
should be coming back on here in a second. We'll see.
Unspecified V coming out with the fucking getting the algorithm up is needed. I notice YouTube trying to hide you in my search, and when I'm at work and I have some customers that want me to pull up the show, I find others stuck in the fucking middles, and it has become difficult, which is why all the more reason we could use any traction, likes, comments when the stream is down, and sharing. Jamie, thank you for always sharing. Christina, Brandy, if you're here with us, thank you for always sharing.
And like I don't like to talk about the stupid numbers and shit like that, but just what is frustrating is to see like the subscribers drop, like, and it just like anytime you go a little forward, it drops like 2 back. You're like, wait, what the fuck? And I know, I mean, I don't know. I don't think a lot of it's
we need
bots.
guests.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I just, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what it is sometimes? But
think
YouTube
it would
doesn't
be helpful.
like us.
But yeah, we have agreed that like the bots have impacted our fucking numbers fluctuating. But regardless, I'd like to see that incline, not decline, incline, stay up there.
I'm a big believer, and you know this, and I said it, and I'll say it like that. When the roll comes on, like once we hit our stride with how we do this, and the content is there, I think that's when the people will come. I don't think we can force anything other than that until then. Just keep doing what we're doing as long as we're progressing and having a few people enjoy what we do and we enjoy it. I think really that's all that matters. If we focus too much on numbers and stuff like that, it may distract us from putting out the content we need to mainly focus on. It's kind of like you're trying to lose weight. You focus on each single workout at a time. You don't focus on the long run. You just know you got to go into the gym that day, hammer it out, go home, and after 12 weeks you'll get there. Granted, with us, it's after maybe 2 years or 3 years you'll get there. But hey, who's counting?
Well, all I know is that I'm sure it couldn't hurt any to start getting back into the swing of like some new guests.
I agree.
See if they're following, digs us.
It's just hard to get a guess when it's hard. So it is weird because the studio, it's at my house, right? But it's weird getting people I don't know to know where I live, to come in my house. So it's very picky on the people who have been on thus far. But I would love to have more guests. Like even if we can figure out something on Zoom, like I mean, we can do this. We can make something work if it's somebody like cool. I don't know. It's sometimes it's just an excuses.
I know
for
some
being
people
lazy.
that might do that.
That's what's up.
What, might participate in the poll or guest?
Yeah, my guess. That one rapper dude I was telling you about in LA that I know he might do it.
I remember.
He said he would,
Yeah.
but I haven't followed it back up with him. I talked to him in like June or July.
Got to follow up. And I know, Josh, that it falls on all of us, but like, man, I want to do a skit, bro. And I don't know what it takes, but we'll put that shit out there.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Bunch of talking. Start showing us, boys, right? That's what people are saying. Shut the fuck up and start producing.
You want to open the phone lines? Because I am impressed with the amount of people that are fucking sticking around.
Yeah, people want to, we're just chilling. We're hanging out. Nothing
Call in
too
with a topic or just say hello.
controversial. Shit, I do. If we're going to do that, I do have to make a pee-pee. So before I open it up, I'm going to run out real quick and do that, and then we'll go throw the phones back up because no one's going to be able to pick up the phone.
Here, you Fugazi.
Yeah. You take it over there for a second there, boss.
Okay.
He's going to get his gun. That's what he's doing.
Shut up. How'd you know?
I mean, I've been waiting for him to join the goddamn club. Sitting there like a little girl with no fucking, compensation. That was quite a piece you had there. What was that? It was definitely a toy, just for the sake of, the powers that be. But what kind of toy was it?
That was a toy AR.
There's an AR. It's fucking sexy, dude.
Yeah.
The amount of customers that I talk to that all want to start collecting, and then they get me wanting to start buying more. I still want to get a revolver because I want something that won't jam, and I want a high capacity something. So this dude told me I could get an AK legally without any special anything. Is that true or false?
I'm pretty sure you can get one. I haven't seen any laws change. You used to be able to get them.
I
They're
was totally under the
fine
impression.
these days.
I don't know if I should buy an AK, but I do. Fuck, man. I want to. Would that be considered a true automatic?
No, an AK wouldn't
Okay.
be automatic. This is semi. This is a semi.
I like that I see some. Oh, Jamie, I see what you're saying. Sorry that whenever Josh is gone, I really pay attention to the chat. Jamie or Jami, my old friend, your homeboy. I see that he has had a history in radio and had a podcast. I would love for him to be a guest. If you could talk to him, I don't know if he's watching right now, but you know, if he's willing, we would accommodate him in every way possible. And if he would just simply be willing to share the episode that he will be on or the link, that would be fantastic for us.
What's up, guys?
And I read your
Look, you get your
comments. And I
gun,
don't
man.
know.
What's going on? No, I didn't get it. I
Know
didn't
what
get
you're
it.
doing?
What's going on?
Get
What?
your gun?
It's just there's a bar of soap.
What's that?
No,
I'm
we
sorry,
were
I
We
got
just
my
said
headphones
you
on.
we left to go get your gun.
No, dude. I got no reason to get that thing, dude. Seriously.
So here, Josh, while you're here, I was fantastic. I love the feedback. So our friend Jami, Jaime, which infuriates me because I thought it was Jamie for years. Anyway,
Sorry.
so she's the one I told you about that has a partner or very close friend that used to be in radio and had a podcast of his own, had a big following, and she seems to be very into the idea that he would guest. And all I requested is that he share our link and let his people know that he can be found, watching or being on our show. So
Oh, cool. Hopefully, all the
That'd be
people getting their guns doesn't freak them out.
no, he's a cool guy.
So hey, these are.
He seems like a tough, gritty dude.
If you feel like calling the show, remember only one at a time, you crazy folks. 954-399-3631. The phones are open. Yeah, it's gonna be a little jumbled because you guys and Eli and Cranston are all gonna be on the same line. So just keep that in mind when you guys are calling, and you too, Cranston and Eli. So they're open. 954-399-3631. If you feel like making calls to us.
Can I share a testimony? Oh,
What?
I'm gonna share
you
a
feeling okay?
testimonial.
I'm the one who's got
Yeah.
the COVID chills, the COVID fever dreams here. I don't know what you're
no,
doing.
No, bro. I didn't drink last night.
I'm gonna smoke some weed right now. Not on camera.
I don't do that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no, of course you
What is
don't.
that?
It's because you a bitch. That's why. Only
Damn, son.
bitches don't know what
Look.
weed is.
I do methamphetamine like a G.
Oh,
You want a Kool-Aid to come out this motherfucker?
that's pretty cool. Meth is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Well
That's what I'm
played.
saying. All the kids. are
Cranston
doing
looks
it.
like the neighbor from Home Improvement right now. Hey there,
I'll never
neighbor.
understand the ladies with their whole rescue.
Hey
Jesus.
there, rescue. Yeah,
I'm
and
jealous, rescue. I'm
Rescue's gonna
sorry.
call and he's gonna be like, hey, how you doing there, ladies?
Yeah, see, just that got their panties all fucking wet, and it makes me jealous, specifically who it turns on.
Call from Louis.
Me?
Did I hear a call from me? You're live, me.
Hola.
Hello.
I don't know
Hi.
who you are.
Hi. Who is
This
this?
is Jamie.
Jamie. Me.
Ja me.
Jamie.
It's me.
I'm surprised you're calling because nobody else has called yet, and you're not calling to
That's the
say
only
you've
reason
called.
I did, honestly, and it gave me something to perk up to today, so it's a plus, I guess.
That's fucking. I mean, what do you mean you guess?
I'll get my buddy to Eli hit up my friend, and he is more than willing to hit y'all up.
Oh, okay. This is the radio guy friend.
Yeah, he's very opinionated. He's very, very opinionated. He's the least afraid of fucking guns.
I know that was just a joke, just because we're all trying to be cool and flash our guns. I didn't get. I didn't get mine though. I didn't get mine, but maybe I'll go get it. I don't know. But yeah, I look forward.
Thank you guys for having a show.
Because
it gives me something to look forward to sometimes.
That's very nice of you, and that's what compelled us to do the show. Is like, man, we got people who are like, yo, hope you come back, hope you're okay. We got to say what's up at least, we got to do something. Who knows? This may be the future. I
mention all the time how much your feedback, Jami, means to me. So, you just keep doing you, boo, and I'll never say it again.
Thanks, Jamie.
Have a good night.
You too, Jamie. Bye. Bye. Jamie, everybody. Bye. Man, she's so nice. Jamie's so cool.
I know.
We have some really nice fans.
I watched her come so far.
People are like,
we do.
All of our fans that call in, like, they're so supportive. They're like, there's every now and again you get a joker or two who tell you to stop talking about a subject, demand you change your show. But besides those jokers,
Nobody would ever dare. Come on.
Hey, but besides the jokers, everyone's cool. I'm kidding. The jokers are cool too.
The Joker's not even a real person. That's a character from a movie, dude.
It's an odd flex. It's an odd flex.
I feel like I should be the one that might be defending our very attractive Joker.
I like how the call the show sign is making Cranston sit uncomfortably higher. He's like trying to figure out how to position himself.
Call from.
All right, call from Silence. What is up, Silence? You know that equals violence.
My favorite people.
Oh, here, hey, our favorite caller.
I had to call, because Jamie called.
Okay, so now you're switching roles.
Yep, now we're switching the roles on you guys.
Well, aren't you two quite the team?
Oh, we really are. And I'll be nice tonight, I promise.
Listen, I prefer when you're mad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I prefer that because that was fun. I had fun. I was told you were reprimanded the other day about that, though.
Oh, yeah, whatever. When am I not reprimanded?
Well, yeah, never shy away from also telling us how much we suck. I hope you know that. I'm being 100% honest.
I'll behave myself. Just no hard feelings, Josh. No hard feelings.
I have no hard feelings.
You guys are still awesome.
You horrible person. Yeah, what's going on?
Sometimes my name gets mistaken from Christina to Karen,
Listen,
but it's all right.
We all have our Karen days, even if we're a man.
I did that once.
Oh, I've seen Eli go Karen a few times.
No, I called you Karen on the phone once.
Yeah.
Because you're mixing your girls up.
No, I don't mix my girls up. There's only one lady.
He treats his girls like his hard alcohols. He doesn't mix the colors.
Well, as you see, there's a very big variety on the back of Eli right now.
I have been dry. Yeah. I am there's way too much clarity.
You're so dry, you're clear.
I just want to tell you guys, you're doing great despite the COVID talk. COVID gets me drunk. So
oh, God, here we go. Here she goes. Off the rails you went. You said you'd call and you said you'd be nice, and here you are being completely mean. This is just ridiculous.
I said it gets me drunk, so you're doing me a favor.
Whoa. Throwing out all these accusations and just being completely rude? What are you doing?
I'm
Christina,
being nice, okay?
I
will no longer call and be mean ever
Christina, calm down, okay? I don't know what you're doing, but you're going off the fucking rails right now.
Now your fucking panties are in a wad.
Yeah, that was because he means everything.
My panties always are very, very unwadded. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Well, you guys are great. I'm not taking up much time tonight. I do not want Karen to come out. So.
Yes. Okay.
When do I
Well, you
get to
guys
see
have
you
a
again?
fantastic night and keep doing what you do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Christina, when do I see you again?
What?
Eli, this
What?
is private talk. I'm going to hang
No,
up
when
the
do I-
phone now.
Christina, I need to see you.
Bye.
Oh.
Yeah, you could totally like DM them. You know, like you're like those people who say things on air but don't follow through off air. Like, yeah, dude, we should totally like hang out. Like, we'll meet up. Yeah, we'll meet up. We'll do that. And then like off air, it's just like silence is Eli's violence. He doesn't say a fucking word.
Yeah,
You
he's
like
like,
that
let's
term.
go to acupuncture, and then like you get there, and then you get like a call like
Oh,
an hour like
I
just
slept
woke up.
until
Yeah.
2:30 p.m., dude.
You go to the Chinese dentist. You slept until the Chinese dentist. You're tooth
I didn't say
hurty.
2:30 today.
You said tooth hurty. No.
So, all
Chinese
right.
dentist.
If anybody else, we'll keep it up maybe 5 more minutes before we hit. Oh, hey.
I'm gonna guess.
I think I know who this is.
from
Rescue.
Yeah. The crowd goes wild. Rescue. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Y'all doing all right today?
Hey, man, we're here, you know? That's all that matters.
Josh has got COVID again.
We don't know it for sure. Don't know for sure.
And I am mortal.
Yep, he doesn't have it yet at all. And Cranston's vaccinated, so go figure.
There
How you
go.
doing, Rescue? How you doing?
Hey, I wanted to comment real quick on the Kyle Rittenhouse thing. Dude, I got to say, at first I was sitting there and I'm going, oh, shit, man. And that prosecutor dude started talking, and I was like, wait a minute. Isn't this supposed to be the prosecution? This is the defense. And it was like, holy shit, you're actually disclosing everything that everybody's been saying all this time. Now you're going to say it like you've known all along, and look at this. And it's like, no shit, look at this.
Yeah. I like when exactly what I said in the beginning too is like when the defense goes to give their opening statement, they just kind of look at the prosecution dumbfounded, and they're like, "Yeah, no, what they said, totally what they said. Yeah, we're good. We're good with the opening statement, man." Because like,
and he's
man.
like, they're
After the
good.
walkthrough, that walkthrough, dude, that the defense guy did, when he did that walkthrough, and it's like the still this, I'm like, I'm sorry. You really have to go till tomorrow. You can't just turn and look. So what is your vote on this? I mean, it's like there, it's self-explanatory. It just said it all.
yeah, like what a fantastic judge to boot with all this too. You know, he seems very no BS, very down the middle. He definitely seems like he's been around hard cases before, so to speak. You know.
Oh, I know, man. That was some funny shit about the dumpster fire deal.
Yeah, it was.
That was funny the way he said that. It was just, and for me, it's really kind of funny because hell, I'm in Southeast Texas, dude. So when I hear Yankees talk, it's kind of funny sounding anyway. I'm used to it, but I get a kick out of some of the words that.
Wait. Yankees? Am I a Yankee?
No, you're still Southern right here. You're down here with us. See, I just don't understand where all these people that are like north of Oklahoma and Arkansas, somehow they're not Yankees anymore. It's like Tennessee people. They think they're Southerners. It's like we're Southerners. It's like, I'm sorry, you realize you have like 1,500 miles more to go, right?
Well, Rescue, you know I'm a New Yorker, right?
Oh, God damn it. He does the
I don't
accent
hold
when he
it
says
against you.
it.
I still like you.
Oh, all right. I mean, as long as you don't hold it against me. Yeah, and you know I'm like one of those Judans kind of in Colombianos.
It's the whole Rittenhouse thing and the whole double standards going on, like even during the case, before the case. Like they want to bring up, you know, what Kyle Rittenhouse did before this and his demeanor, this and that. Yet the first guy he killed sexually abused 5 children. He anally penetrated a minor, showed pornography to a minor, engaged in oral sex with a minor, masturbated in front of a minor, and he was the one who was caught on camera, you know, just, you know, completely just saying the N-word, like, shoot me, nah, shoot me, nah, you know, just like talking to Kyle Rittenhouse like that. and
That's it.
Go ahead, Rescue.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro. I get it. I mean, that's what I see. I was used to get agitated at the beginning because watching that when it happened, and then you say it and nobody believes you, and you say it and nobody believes you, and they question, and then it kind of died down. Well, now it's all coming out, so it's kind of nice when people are kind of going, "Hey, wait a minute," and it's like, no shit.
And you would think that this guy's previous charges, at least, and then the fact that he just got out of a mental health facility after trying to commit suicide, you would think that
he wasn't allowed to be around his own damn girlfriend.
Yeah, he tries to leave and go back to his girlfriend's house, but he has like a no contact order. So the girlfriend tells him that, says you can't fucking come here, and that's like that day he was out on the street from being let out from a mental health facility, and you would think that would play into why he's aggressive and trying to just being very, very provoking.
Well, it's ironic that he actually is the representation of what they want you to think about Kyle Rittenhouse. Unstable, right. Come there looking for trouble, violent, all about the aggression. It's like, no, that's actually that dude.
Exactly. Like Rittenhouse was there to get graffiti off. There's video of him like asking and running with a medical bag saying, "Yo, do you need a medic? Do you need a medic?"
He need water.
Yeah, there's a lot more proof that he was there to help than hurt.
I know I've mentioned this once before. Sorry, let me get this out real quick. I have to remove my headphones to do so. It makes me sick to my motherfucking stomach when I really recall when this first broke out. I was all on the fucking defensive of the quote unquote victims, which that narrative is way fucking gone. And I was only doing it because of the tribal mentality. And I wouldn't allow the truth to penetrate because of that. And I remember seeing one of your comments, Rescue, like in the chat typed out, you're glad that, I've found. That's, to me, it's not about me coming around to being more right or less left or whatever. It's just that you see the fucking truth as it is. That's all. Without any bias, without any color, blue, red, whatever. And I'm so angry at myself from the past. I wish I could smack the shit out of myself.
Don't be upset with yourself. I mean, it's an awakening, and whenever I was growing up, it would just be like a maturity thing. Is how it would be referenced, and it would be referenced to some other topic at the time. It just happens to be a political polarization right now for you and your years. I wouldn't.
I would like to see.
You're starting to see the facts that you're kind of going, let me make up my mind. I don't want you to make it up for me. Let me find the facts. How do I feel? Because at the end of the day, you got to sleep with yourself, brother.
That's the journey that this show has taken me on.
I also think everything has become over political, so it's weighing on our minds a little more than normal. So there's like these things that we're kind of having to come to absolutes with, kind of to pick a stance when normally we wouldn't really have to be this, we could be a little more fluid on issues, so to speak, where nowadays it's just everything's so polarized.
Yeah, I think there's some crowds that normally would have been still offset doing their thing, and they wouldn't have been part of the mainstream. But during this, the Trump and him being such an outsider brought all this outside noise, and then that took over the media, which of course is taking off your food basket. Becomes all this crap that you're intake and outtake. So you're getting sucked into a vacuum. And then you just have assholes like me that I don't really care about much of anything. So when this came, this was just another shit that's like, oh yes, and we're clusterfuck. I'm
right
not
now,
a political dude at all.
Sorry. Right now, I'm just really upset at when this first broke out, and I'm just seeing their crickets now that this case is getting all the truth revealed. Now they're selectively ignoring and cherry picking everything, and this is the shit. But I see that on both sides. Let me be clear, and that's infuriating.
Yeah.
So what you try to do is try to educate people. Because that's the one thing I can say. I started out the gate too. You'd sit here and debate. There's no point in debating, because they are who they are and you are who you are. All you can do is explain some things so that then whenever if they'll sit back long enough to kind of connect your dots, it makes them look a little farther, because that's really the wake-up call. when they look a little farther and see it for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, nobody said anything magical for you, Eli. You kind of like heard this, heard that, heard this, and then kind of looked and was like, no, this shit ain't adding up. And then all of a sudden,
It was a
your own
development.
epiphany on
It was a small, a slow evolution, and it did develop into, just me seeing the truth clearer. I do see value in discourse. We don't have to call it debate, but I do see value in finding, common ground, or, being able to agree to disagree and still shake
Right.
hands. That is kind of like the foundation stuck in the middle was built upon.
I want to piggyback off something with what Rescue said, and I think it's a fine line when you say the word educate people, because it almost does sound like it can come off condescending, whereas a lot of the times what I think a good conversation / debate can do is to give you further insight into how someone came to their opinion. You know, it's not necessarily to change your mind, but it further kind of explores the idea they have, and more so why they have it. And in that, if you who is on the opposite side of that conversation kind of hear something that you resonate with, I think that in turn sparks that curiosity that kind of makes you want to look more into it. So I can't necessarily say I'm against debating, and maybe our definitions, Rescue, of debate is a little different, but I'm with Eli. I think discourse is important, especially in times like these when there's a lot of false information going on, and at least in the vein of, people hate everybody and like everyone's not getting along. When you just go outside and, living in
Talk
South
to your
Florida,
neighbor.
you can, it's a melting pot, and we talk to everybody down here, and there doesn't seem to be.
I will say, I think that is the difference, because I think maybe debate in the current aspect would be, it's more confrontational for me. I'd probably be, what you're describing is more on what I would consider discussion, which was the old style debate, where it's an actual valid point versus valid point. Right now, that debate word gets thrown, and then all you get is people screaming, and it's like my way or the highway shit. And it's just, I tune out to that, even if you make sense, just because I don't like being bossed around.
Right. A good debate is like a game of chess, whereas the debating now is just like, you have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, then the debate turns into ad hominems. But a good debate kind of, you respond in a way where the other person can't really bring a good reason from their point of view. You kind of put them in check, and they got to get out of check. And then eventually somebody gets checkmate, and you're like, yeah, that's a good point. And that's all you really want to hear from a debate is, that's a good point. You don't got to leave with, I'm completely on your side. You just want to leave with, oh yeah, that was a fucking good point. I'm going to think about that a little differently now.
No, to agree to disagree should always be on the table.
Yes, that too. Correct.
And it starts at small steps, and that, if we totally forfeit communication, we're in worse hands than we could ever anticipate. So it's really like the last bastion before things get radical. So I will never surrender communication unless it just gets to that point.
And that's where we really are. They're trying to polarize the side so much where you can't talk to the other side. I mean, when people hear Republican or conservative, they automatically think white supremacy. That's not good. When people hear left or liberal, they think fucking crazy communist nut job.
Josh, I feel this is like a perfect moment to talk about a friend of yours, or how about just somebody we know on the interwebs that posted something, and I'll just paraphrase. It's about a woman who discovered that her 6-year-old came home and said, "Mommy, am I evil because I learned that whites were born evil in history class," or something like that. And our friend unironically shared it and said, "Isn't it something when you as a 6-year-old can discover that white people were evil throughout history,
We're the villains,
but you
throughout
can't,
history.
the parent?"
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
it's just everybody's attacking everybody now. Like, you see that thing the other day when they had Trump was at the World Series and everybody was doing the tomahawk chop, and so like this article Donald Trump doing racist gesture at the baseball game. It's like there's like 40,000 people doing the fucking tomahawk chop at the baseball game. Like if it has the racial background to it, maybe, but that's not why he was doing it. They're doing it to support the fucking team. And you don't hear like the article go 40,000 people doing racial gestures. It's like, let's just fucking attack Trump and make that divide on everybody. Like if Trump was doing a racist gesture, it's stupid.
I'm trying to find the video.
Mirrors.
It's a funny video. Yeah, but he's just doing It's pretty funny. Yeah, but look, from Yahoo Sports, Trump does racist tomahawk chop gesture at World Series. And as Cranston said, everybody was doing it. What's even wrong with the name Atlanta Braves?
Dude, we've just come this
they're trying to
far into the
demonize,
offended
We
Olympics.
talked about
Joe
that like
Biden.
last week,
Okay.
I think it was. We were like, it's pretty soon it's just going to be like the Atlanta baseball team or
Yeah.
something. Every fucking name is going to like piss somebody off.
Yeah.
They're actually about to win the World Series. They're like, they got 3 outs to go and Atlanta will be the champions.
Ho, 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 ho. You know?
That means half that stadium will be doing the tomahawk.
Yeah. I mean,
Podcast
yeah.
Says racial gesture.
Yeah, as fucking Atlanta wins the World Series. It's funny. Fucking awesome. Well, Rescue, thank you so much. Any parting words, my friend? I hope all is well with you.
No, I'm doing good. I was kind of curious which one of y'all was the sick one. So now that I know, I can, direct a prayer your way.
I
That's
appreciate
my
it,
thing.
sir.
Thank you for not doing it my way. It would
I'll
only burn.
Take a quick second and I just answer into Indy. We had a thing earlier. I made a comment to, one of you guys, and it was about, just being positive, and you only get one trip through this phase. And
Yep.
Indy asked me what I meant by phase, and I said, that was a judgment thing for me, because I think at the end of the day, when we pass, my take is it's time to answer up for actions, and that's what I had meant, and it was not directed in a certain way. Oh, and I will
Can't wait
say
to have that
shout out
discussion
to
with you.
Christina, because I know she likes for me to plug that. So I hope you have a good evening, Christina.
Rescue, I do vibe with that thought, because this is where I'm at with COVID, and honestly, this is where essentially I'm at with people in life now. It's like, listen, if getting the vaccine or wearing a mask or whatever you need to do makes you feel safe and gets you through the day, I'm totally for. With whatever religion, with whatever with whatever you need, and cherish and want to believe in, that gets you through the day and helps you be a better person. I'm totally for. I'm done with all the divisiveness.
More power to you, live and let live.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but like at the same time, like the media and whoever, like they scare the shit out of people, because like I'll see people driving their car, nobody else in the car, the windows are fucking up, and they're like wearing a mask, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
you're not gonna catch fucking COVID by yourself in your fucking car. You don't need a fucking mask right now. Like you want to wear it, fine, like go ahead, but like you're doing it because you're scared as fuck. And you don't need to be scared as fuck, but you're scared because they're making you scared.
I could get if like you're like an Uber driver and you're dealing with
That's
people, but it's like,
different. That I
bro,
would
it's
understand. Like,
it's your
if
own
you're just
car.
driving by yourself to
Yeah.
the store, or you're walking by yourself down the street. Like you don't need the fucking thing.
I'm going to
Yeah.
the
My
concert
car-
on
My car has COVID and admits COVID.
Think about it. I watched, matter of fact, it was funny because I happened to turn on the TV the other day, and that copper fit stuff, they make socks, that copper fit, they make
Yep.
everything. Well, now they make a mask.
Of course they
Well, I happened to look up at the commercial of the copper fit mask. You've got a chick standing out in a park doing yoga wearing a mask. You got a person on a bike wearing a mask. And I was just like, I'm sorry. There was, I think, one person in that whole commercial that was actually indoors wearing a mask. What the hell?
They got to cater to them all.
Yeah.
I'm
Gotta
go-
keep- well,
I'm going to a
That's what-
festival. I'm going to a festival, and it's an outdoor 4-day festival. What do you do in that situation? The festival says you should wear masks when you're going inside. There's no vaccination, no negative COVID proof required. But you got to think it's going to be a pretty decent festival. It's going to be pretty big. But everyone's going to be outside. So do you wear a mask in the mosh pit? Do you wear your mask outside in that situation?
To be
I'm
quite
just
honest,
waiting
dude, if
for
I was going to actually try to be safe and wear a mask, then I would take quite a few of them because I would change them out about every hour.
Touche.
Otherwise, it's really just hypocritical. If you're not going to treat that sincere and 100%, then it's just a word.
Right.
I'm
That's
just
a
waiting
good
for
point.
masked porn to really take off.
What is it?
Masked porn.
Oh,
People
mask
that
porn.
wear
It's already
masks,
there. It's already there.
I think it's hot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Face fucking, put a little hole in the mask, put the penis in, just face fuck it. Dude, it's already there, dude. I'm telling you.
You're so vulgar.
Rescue. Thank you, brother. We appreciate your call, man. Always good. Always good to hear from you. Glad you're doing okay.
Guys, you be safe. I hope you get to feeling better. Talk to y'all tomorrow night.
Yes,
be
sir.
Safe. Later.
All right, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
Rescue with that rescue. What's up, fellas? How you doing today? Love y'all. Y'all are good. Later.
Gets me a little jealous.
Love that rescue.
All right, I want to go eat my food.
Yeah.
Starving.
I mean, it's fine. That's about that time. We could call it a night. Let me put on the see if I can still know how to do this. There you go. A little outro music. Eli, you want to tell the fine folks all the goods?
Listen, people, you know what we're about. We are here for what we preach, which is finding that common ground, especially in lieu of everything being so divisive. We refuse to give up on letting go of finding a common ground. We need to help find the unifiers within one another through discourse. And with that, we hope you help us get that traction, help our algorithm. Leave a comment when the stream goes down. Share the episode. We look out for that, by the way. And smash the like button. It's really all we ask. And with that, we love you.
Love ya. We'll see you on the morrow. Bye.
Far Cry 6. Peace out.
All right, I'm just going to cut the stream, by the way, because, it's a whole thing. So, boys, I will see you tomorrow as well. Well, yeah, just wait around. Hang on a second. See you.